In this video tutorial, I'm going to walk you step by step on how to trade futures using the WEEX exchange. And I'll be showing you how to get up to $1,000 trading bonus to trade on the WEEX platform, all for free, participating in this ongoing La Liga Arena trading competition. It is very easy. I will show you that in a moment. And if you stay to the end of this video, I'm going to equally introduce you to this particular strategy using free indicator on TradingView, and whenever the indicator gives a buy signal, you'll be looking for buy trades, and when it gives a sell signal, you'll be looking for a sell trade. And as you can see how clean our chart is, you see there was a sell here, and then we'll actually trail this market down here, and it goes on. This is how clean the chart is, and this is how perfect or close to perfect that this indicator can work for you. And the best part is that it is a free indicator, so you too can start using this. If you don't know already, WEEX is the exchange that is making the wave right now, and it is the exchange that the best or top traders around the globe are currently using. This is a recent trade I was taking on WEEX, and you can see with just 21% because of the amount of margin, you can see the profit so far. All right, so first and foremost, if you don't have a WEEX account already, where to start from is to participate in this ongoing La Liga Arena competition. Use the link in the video description to sign up. Once you click on the link, it will bring you to this page. You can see the countdown right here. Once it brings you to this page, go ahead and sign up. You can sign up using your email or your phone number. Once you sign up for an account, get your account verified so that you'll be able to have access to all of the features that WEEX has to offer. Now, for signing up alone and linking your phone number and email address, you get 50 points. I will show you in a moment how to redeem these points, because it is these points that you're accumulating that you will use to get up to $1,000 in trading bonus to use the WEEX exchange for free, or you can even get up to 0.5 BTC. 0.5 BTC is half of BTC, meaning if BTC is 60,000 or 69,000 right now, you actually get half of that if you get up to 3 million points. In getting 3 million points is actually easy, and I'll show you that in a moment. As a matter of fact, somebody already redeemed 10,000 points right here for 0.05 Ethereum, and I'll show you how to participate in this. And to be able to get the 1,000 USDT trading bonus, which is this, all you just need is 80,000 points. So how do you get these points? First, you register, you sign up an account using the link in the video description, you get these points. Okay, link your phone numbers and all of that, you get the point. If you do 10,000 in trading volume, you get 100 points, as you can see here. If you do 50,000 in trading trading volume rather, you get 200 points. And if you do 100,000, additional 200 points, and it goes on. So these are what you need. If you do 500,000, you get additional points. And if you do the highest points you can get right here is 500 points. If you do up to 300 million, you get 500 points. So each of these miles, okay, each of this trading volume, as you're doing 10 million, you are getting additional points, and it goes on. So these points are the ones that you will accumulate, and once you accumulate them, you will now be able to redeem them. If you are trading spot, just do 1,000 in volume and you get 1,100 points rather. So it means if you take $1,000 into the spot market, you buy, you already did 1,000 in trading volume, and then you can just get 100 points, and it goes on. If you sell again and all of that, you get additional points. So if you start inviting friends using, just click on the invite now option after you have registered, use that link, and if you start inviting friends, as they sign up, deposit, make deposit, you equally get points. So all of these points, if you accumulate them, if it gets up to 3 million, you can redeem it for 0.5 Ethereum. If you get up to about 200,000, you can get one. This is BTC, 0.5 BTC rather. If you get up to 200,000 points, you can redeem it for 1 Ethereum. And if you get up to 80,000 points, you can redeem it for 1,000 futures bonus that you can use to trade on the WEEX exchange. If you get up to 70,000, you can redeem it for 0.01 BTC. And this goes on. You can get the weekly co-branded jersey for the La Liga, football club. You can get up to $50. These are all. You can even get VIP 8 with just 5,000 points. You get VIP 8, meaning you'll be trading as a VIP member on the WEEX exchange, and you get access to all of the freebies that are given to VIP members. Right? So these are all of the things you stand to gain. Once if you get 80 points, you can redeem it for 1 USDT, and it goes on. Okay, it goes on. So what I would just advise is just accumulate your points. And once you get up to 3 million points, then the 0.5 BTC will be all yours. And somebody will say, oh, how difficult it is. No, it is not actually difficult to get those points. For instance, this is a short trade on BTC using 18x leverage. And the margin right here is about 300K. So all you just need to do is to multiply this by 18 times. So you can imagine the millions of volume that this person is doing in this one trade alone, right? In this one trade alone. So that's what you actually, this is a recent trade that was taken on the WEEX platform. So you too can stand a chance to take trades like this and start making profit. So once you accumulate those volumes, you can use them either to upgrade, or if you are not already a VIP member, if you have not gotten to VIP 8 yet, there are there's some specs that are given to VIP 8 members. So if you have not gotten there yet, you can use 5,000 points to upgrade to that. If you accumulate your points up to 3 million, you can use it to redeem the 0.5 BTC, and it goes on. So make sure that you are on this page and you register for this event. If you don't register for it, even if you like do 100 million or 200 million or whatever you are doing, do a billion in volume, you will not be able to win anything here. So come in here and register for this to be able to participate in that. All right. With that being said, let's go back to the WEEX exchange. To be able to trade futures, once you register for an account, go log into your account and then go to the futures option. You'll see where it says futures. Here it says USDT and futures. That is, if you are going to be trading with USDT, this is where you end up with. All right. So it means you need to have USDT to be able to trade here. Your profits are settled in USDT and then you pay fees in USDT and all of that. So click on it and it will bring you to this interface. So once it brings you to this interface, the first thing you want to start with is where you select the tokens that you trade. So here where you see BTC USDT, if you hover over it, it brings up this dialog box where you can now start selecting. So you see, you can select from the list of all of the supported tokens right here and start trading. Any pair, all of the altcoins you need are all listed here. So you can select from here and then start trading. And after that, you see these data here telling you the 24 hours high, the market price, the 24 hours low, all of this, and above all the funding rate countdown. So when the next funding rate will be settled, everything is right here. And that's where you get all of those information and you see the volume for that particular token that you want to trade. If, for instance, you are going to be taking a trade with this kind of huge capital, then you don't need BTC, Ethereum, Solana. Those are the ones with the highest volume, right? So you don't need to come and pick a random token here that the volume is not up to 1 million in the past 24 hours. If not, you'll be the Father Christmas. You put your money and you'll not be able to get it back, or you suffer from slippage and all of that, right? So you see all of those details right here. Then down here is where you have the chart, and I can go ahead and click on this icon, okay, to make it full screen. You can see if I click on it, it will make up your chart full screen and you can use it to trade. I can just use this buy and sell button, open long and open short buttons right here to open trades immediately on the chart, and then you can minimize this as well. So that's where you chart, and these are your drawing tools. Trading view is embedded into the platform. So this is where you carry out all of the charting, and you have your time frames right here. Okay, so I have from 1 minute to the daily time frame. And if you hover over the arrow by the daily time frame right here, let me just show you that. If you hover over it, click on it, it brings up this option where you can go ahead and click on edit. And in order to see your time frames, different time frames in a straight line like this, instead of always clicking the arrow, you just need to go ahead and click on the edit option, and you'll be able to add any of the time frames that you want, and you'll be seeing them showing up right here. So I can easily switch from 1 minute to the daily time frame using this option right here. Okay, and then here you have your order book, where you see the pending orders for both sellers and buyers, and then by your right here is where we have the panel for trading. So here I'm going to start with the margin mode. So if you click on it, it brings up this dialog box and you can select any of the margin mode that you want. And one thing I love with the WEEX exchange is if I go ahead and select either cross or isolated margin, it gives me the option to, if for instance I'm going to DC, I open a particular position when BTC is 69K, and when it goes down to 68K, I want to open another position. All right, the WEEX exchange gives me the option to treat those positions as separate. So the one I open at 68 will be separately, and then the one I open at 69 will be separate. And as the market continues to go, I can decide to close them separately, or decide to combine them, as you can see here. So if I combine them and I open a trade at 69, if market goes down to 68 and I open another trade, it will be added to the previous trade. So it will be treated as one position, not separate position. So you have that option to do that by separating your positions right here. So I always advise for new users to always go with isolated margin, because isolated, if I have $1,000 in my wallet here and I enter a trade with $10 and the trade goes against me, I'll be losing that $10, right? But if you go with cross margin and you go with the whole of you enter a trade with $10 and you don't put stop loss and you get liquidated, you are losing the whole of the capital you have here. So that's where you select the margin mode. And then the next thing is leverage. You can see that it starts from as low as 1x and you can go to as high as 400x leverage on the WEEX exchange. You can use up to 400x leverage on the WEEX exchange. So just go ahead and adjust your leverage right here. And this is where, let me just zoom this out. Okay, so after you adjust your leverage, this is where you now take trades. So you want to focus most of the time on the open option, and down here you have the other types. So we have limit, we have market. This is the one we use most of the time. And if you over this trigger option, we have trigger, we have post only, we have trailing stop. But most of the time you'll be focusing on limit. Limit meaning if the current price is 69k and I want to buy when it gets to 65, I use the limit, and that will give me the option to type my entering price right here. Okay, 65,000. And if I go to market order, you see that that option is no longer there. You will not be able to type the price you want to buy or sell at. So you just buy immediately at the best market price. But limit order gives you that option to type your price right here. Okay, then after that, first and foremost, once you come in here, you see where it says available balance. Once you sign up and you make a deposit, there are two ways you can make deposit. You can either use P2P to deposit into your WEEX exchange, or you can deposit from another crypto wallet. Once you make a deposit, that deposit will be in your spot wallet or in your funding wallet. So to transfer it into your futures account, all you just need, where it says available balance, you will see this option right here. So if you click on it, a dialog box will pop up, which is this one right here. So you need to transfer from your spot account to your futures account. And I have some funds here, so I just go ahead and click on all and click on OK. And those funds, as you can see, will be transferred into my balance right there. So I now have balance here to now start trading. So if I want to buy, let's say I want to buy BTC when it gets, I want to go long when BTC gets down to 55k. Okay, so I just go ahead and select it, and here I can select if I want to take 1 BTC, or I want to buy 2 BTC or 0.1 BTC. I can go ahead and type all of that, but the easiest way is to use this slider. So I can decide to use 1% of my account balance, which is what I have here. So if I do make that slider 1%, it means it's going to use 1% of what I have here to open a trade. And if I go down here, you see the amount of BTC will be opening, and then our liquidation price here, then you will see how much it will cost us. Our cost is 0.8. That is 1% of the $86 that I have here, right? I can go ahead and drag that and say, okay, I want to use 10% of my capital to enter that trade. And if I scroll down here, you see that it's going to cost us $8 to open either long or to go short, right? So that's how you do all of that. You can decide to use 50% of your capital, and you will see down here what it will cost you to enter that trade. So if I go ahead and use 50% of my capital, down here you'll see the amount in BTC, which is 0.0065, either for a long, then for a long trade, then 0.0060 for a short trade. Then the next thing, you will see your liquidation price right here. So if you are opening a long trade and the market goes to 58k, you'll be liquidated. If you are opening a short trade and the market goes to 76k, you'll be liquidated. That is if you don't use stop loss. All right. So then the next thing is to set TP and SL. So just click on, because I want to open a long trade, I'm going to click on the long, okay, TP SL option. And right here is where I can add, just go ahead and click on got it here, where I can add the TP price. Let's say you want to TP when market gets to 75k. Okay, and if it gets to 75k, this is how much we'll be making right here. And we want to remember we're using a 10x leverage right here, so that's why. Then if the market gets to, since we're entering at 65, we can say if it gets to 63k, we want to put our stop loss around that area. And if it gets there, we'll be losing $13, okay, which is around minus 30%. And I can go ahead and click on the open long option. And once I click on that, it opens up this dialog box. So this summarizes all of the trades that you have done here. So if you go through it again and there is a mistake, just cancel it. But if not, go ahead and click on OK, and our order will be placed. You can see on the chart here that that order has been placed right here. So let me make this full screen. You can see that our order has been placed. This is our pending order right here. So if market comes down to this area, it's going to trigger, and immediately it triggers, you will see our stop loss where we have set it to be, and then you will see our TP here, and you can just click and adjust, right? You can click, drag and hold this and adjust it on the chart. Okay, so that's how you take a long trade. The same thing happens if you want to take a short trade. Now, because we have used half of this capital to take a long trade, it's still remaining half here. So if we want to take another short trade on the same BTC, we can go ahead and do that. In this case, you want to set your TP and SL, ticking this short option, and then you go ahead and click on open short, and your trade will be open. Currently, I'm a VIP1 member, and I'm enjoying all the benefits that comes with VIP1. So if you participate in this and you get up to how many points again, 80,000 or so, let me check, 5,000 points, you get a VIP 8 badge, and you can start enjoying that, right? So here we'll give you the account summary of what you have on your account, and that's basically it. Okay, but now, how do you know when to enter long and when to enter short? That is when the strategy that I want to share with you comes in. But before we go into that strategy, once you open trades, the way you manage your trades, you will see all of your trades down here. You see all of your trades down here. If a position is running already, if you open a position and it triggers and it's running already, you will see it where it says position. You will see all of them right here. If you are copying traders, you have the option to copy traders on the WEEX exchange, and the open positions, you will see all of them right here. Then if you open trades, like the order we just said, which is a pending order, this is where it will appear. And then order history, this is where you see all of the trades history, position history for the trades you have entered and close. You will see all of those options right there. So this is where you manage your trades. Okay, so with all of this, you need to know, you can use the chart right here as I've showed you earlier. We can go ahead and adjust this chart. There are some indicators, default indicators that you can use here, but I prefer trading view, and that is why I want to show you this particular simple strategy that we've been using to take trades. So since we are opening BTC right here, if we come here, we can go ahead and select BTC USDT. So let me just click on all USDT. And one thing you can do is to look for, if I go to crypto and I go here where it says sources, all sources, click on it, and you can type for the WEEX exchange right here, select it, so that when you search for tokens right here, it will give you the particular market that you are trading for, that exchange that you are trading. The reason for this is if you are using another exchange to trade on another exchange, the price may differ. So you will see on a different exchange that the price is at 67K, and then when you come to your own exchange that you are trading, the price there will be different. So you get confusing, right? So make sure that you are on the WEEX exchange, and we'll select the BTC USDT option. Remember, we are trading futures, so we want to always make sure that we are selecting anyone that has to do with perpetual contract. So go ahead and select it, and that will be selected. And I always like using this my indicator on the 15 minutes, the 30 minutes time frame. So those are the two time frames that I use. Okay, those are the two time frames that I use most of the time. So if I go down to the 15 minutes time frame, you can see that we got a sell trade around this area. So maybe your entry would have been by that next candle right there. So you go ahead and enter the trade, and our stop loss slightly above this swing high here, and we'll be targeting, normally I target 1 to 2 or down to 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio. So here you would have gotten a nice 1 to 2.5 risk to reward ratio. We got a sell trade here, though the candle was still red, and eventually we had this massive move that pushed the market up there. So if I started looking for long, immediately you got that signal around this zone right here, and then your stop loss just slightly below that area. I believe this particular move here would have given us a 1 to 3, right? I normally look for 1 to 2, but this would have given you up to 5 times whatever amount of money you are risking here. Okay, there's another sell trade here. So if you have taken a short trade around this candle after the sell trade, the sell signal appears, okay, if you have taken a trade, let's say you took a sell trade around this next candle here with your stop loss slightly above that area, this would have given you, is it up to 1 to 2? I doubt, but it would have given you some profit anyways. Now the way I do this is, once I'm in profit, I quickly adjust my stop loss to entering, so that if anything happens, I will just break even. Okay, I'll just break even. And then here you can just set up alert and then use this to be able to start taking your trades. And in order to set this up, this indicator, I've made a dedicated video that teaches everything about this indicator that I'm using. But the indicator's name is 𝗕𝗏𝗏𝗏. So if you go to indicator and you type 𝗕𝗏𝗏𝗏 alerts right here, this particular indicator is the one I'm using, 𝗕𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 alert. Click on it, add it twice, 2 times to your chart. And once you add it 2 times to your chart, the first thing you want to do is to go to the indicator setting and open it up. So here on the input option, make sure that for the first one, the key value is 4, and then the ATR is 300. Then go to the style option and disable the sell button, right? Disable the sell signal option. And for the next trade, remember you added it twice, right? So for the next indicator, all you need to do is to come in here, make sure that the key value here is 6, and then the ATR period is 1, and go to style and then disable the buy signal, right? And that's how you'll be able to get all of this. As long as our candle is green, we'll be looking for buy until the candle changes to red. And as long as the candle is red, we'll be looking for sell until the candle changes to green. I've made an in-depth step-by-step video that teaches everything about this indicator, so make sure you check out that video on the channel. This is where I get my signals, and when I get the signals here, I come to WEEX and I get to take my trades around this zone. I hope this video is helpful. If it is, if you have gained value from it, give it a thumbs up, and make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you are new here. Enable notifications so that whenever I publish videos like this, you'll be the first to be notified. If you want to get more free signals, join us on Telegram. The link will be in the video description as well. And don't forget to participate in this ongoing promo or this ongoing campaign with the next 1 month plus, so you can stand a chance to make some money for yourself. That is it for this video, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.